It was a normal Friday afternoon during 7th period calculus class. Everyone was excited for spring break. Our laid-back teacher decided to play a brand logo quiz on Sporkle instead of teaching. Suddenly, the dean's panicked voice came over the loudspeaker, announcing a lockdown.
This is not a drill. Teachers, initiate lockdown procedures immediately.
Silent as our teacher turned off the lights and told us to hide. We huddled in the dark corner, terrified. The power was cut, and then we heard an inhuman, guttural scream echoing through the hallway, getting closer. The air grew cold and we could feel an evil presence approaching. The creature banged on the lockers, shouting in a voice that seemed to come from the depths of hell.
I will devour your souls.
The demon then began banging on our door, its voice seeping into our minds, demanding we open up. One girl screamed, but after what felt like forever, the banging stopped, and the demon's presence moved away. The dean came back on the loudspeaker, saying the intruder had left and instructing teachers to keep the doors locked. That night, a janitor found a mysterious, blackened mark in a closet, and rumors spread that the demon had vanished through it. To this day, we don't know if it will return, but we hope it's gone for good. Our school has better security now, but we'll never forget that terrifying day. My school had 2 lunch periods. The first one for all 6th graders and some 7th graders, and the second for the remaining 7th graders and all 8th graders. The lockdown happened at the beginning of October on an overcast and rainy day. During the first lunch period, I heard 4 loud booms. The atmosphere quickly shifted as students began screaming in terror. The cafeteria erupted into chaos, and the shadow of a sinister figure seemed to flicker in and out of view, though it was barely noticeable. Campus security rushed in, shouting for everyone to move to the multi-purpose room. As we hurried inside, I caught a glimpse of something demonic in the glass of the cafeteria door, though no one else seemed to notice. Inside the multi-purpose room, the lights flickered as security covered the glass walls with heavy curtains. The shadowy figure, now more distinct, loomed at the back of the room, blending into the darkness. My friend Eric spoke to one of the adults, whose face seemed oddly distorted for a moment. When Eric returned, he told us about a mentally unstable man who had barricaded himself in his house nearby, threatening to commit suicide and harm the cops if they tried to evict him. This man, a registered sex offender, had been spotted earlier that day, watching the students in a creepy way. But something felt even more unsettling, as if an eerie presence was watching us from the shadows. Later, I learned from my friend Brandy that the man lived next to her. She recalled how, on the previous Halloween, she had seen him at his window, cutting his arm and writing in his own blood, "Don't come here or I'll kill you." But now it seemed clear that something darker was controlling him, a demonic force that had made itself known during the lockdown. After what felt like an eternity, we were finally escorted back to our classrooms, one by one. As I left the multi-purpose room, I caught a glimpse of the demonic figure in the reflection of a nearby window, staring directly at me. The lockdown wasn't just about that man, it was about something far more sinister. The evil presence that haunted that day still lingers, and I can't shake the feeling that it's watching, waiting for another opportunity to strike. Be careful, because some places are haunted by more than just ghosts.